Alrighty, so I just finished rewatching the first season of Luke Cage. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, shit's catchy. It's not nearly as strong as the Netflix series that came before it, like the first two seasons of Daredevil or Jessica Jones, but it's still pretty solid. Honestly, the biggest problem with the whole thing is its pacing. This is the first season that does the mid-season villain twist that kind of persists the Defender saga as a whole. And it presents a real problem for Luke Cage, because the first half of the season is fantastic. They do a really good job at establishing Cottonmouth and Mariah and making them very interesting by slowly, figuring out their backstories and showing us who they are and their motivations over the first 8 episodes. Then all of a sudden, Mariah just kills Cottonmouth and we're back to square one. Obviously, we continue with Mariah, but our main villain is dead. Only to be replaced with this guy known as Diamondback, who apparently has a deep and rich history with Luke Cage that hadn't been touched up to that point at all. So we're kind of just stuck here trying to force all this exposition and flashbacks and all this backstory so that way we care about this character because we just killed the guy that we actually cared about. And unfortunately for this first season, it never actually happens. You never care about Diamondback. He's just another person for Luke Cage to fight, especially towards the end. And speaking of the end, let's talk about that costume. I get what they're going for. They definitely tried. It's pretty much comic accurate, but this ain't it, Chief. It's fine. It fits the world. It fits the MCU. I mean, it's made from Hammer Tech. It looks fine, but it just could look way better. I think they should have drifted off from the comic accuracy a little bit on this one. But honestly, that's about all negative I can say about this show. I really, really like it. The music especially is just absolutely perfect. I think every track that shows up on the soundtrack is absolutely great. There's some comic book corniness, especially with Luke Cage's origin story and such, but if you can look past that, it's still a great show. You should definitely hop on Disney Plus and give it a rewatch. So on the rank of 351 entries, I went ahead and put it right in between the Eternals, which just suddenly got very washed out, and the first season of What If. Bye.